Hi, going. In my video about semantic cases, I mentioned that I ought to do a series about the different nominal subclasses found in Pama-Nyungan languages. And, as it so happens, this here is the first video in that series. So in Pama-Nyungan languages, nominals can be divided into a number of different subclasses based on case marking potential, that is to say what cases they take, and also based on what other types of morphology they take. Here we are going to discuss Ngarla nominal subclasses, since Ngarla is the Pama-Nyungan language I know best. And I thought we'd start with toponyms, names for places, and proper nouns, names for people. So when it comes to toponyms, I introduced the nya and malu suffixes in the video about semantic cases. Nya meaning in the area of, and malu exact location. I choose to interpret these as semantic cases. One thing that I probably should point out is that malu, unlike nya, does not exclusively occur with toponyms. On occasion, you find it together with a common noun as well, like marany, which means river. So here we have marany malu, right at the river, or exactly at the river. Yoda nganana pananya mano. Yoda, fish, unmarked for case, which is to say that it occurs in the absolutive form and is the direct object, or at least part of the direct object. Nganana, first person plural exclusive pronoun. Pananya, third person plural pronoun in the accusative case. So with pronouns, nya marks accusative case, which, as you can see, it does not with toponyms. Those two subclasses of nominals need to be kept distinct. But anyway, the fact that it occurs in the accusative case is an indication of the fact that it belongs together with yura in the direct object noun phrase. And it occurs here as a marker of definiteness. So, the fish. And mano, get, in the past tense. So right at the river we got the fish. Toponyms can also take the jiri suffix, and I interpret this as a derivational suffix. You see, it creates the sense dweller of or resident of. So someone who comes from Mogori might say Mogori jiri ngaya, which in English would be I come from Mogori. But literally this is Mogori resident or dweller. And the toponyms, they take a lot of semantic case marking. which the proper nouns do not. And proper nouns do not take number marking either. There is one suffix that only occurs with proper nouns. That is the honorific marra, which you use when you want to be polite. Turru, that's me. And in case anyone was wondering, I didn't construct this sentence myself. So here we have Pama-Nyungan. They stand together, and in this case together constitute the direct object. So wanga, language or speech. This marks definiteness, and we can also see that this should be interpreted as a plural noun phrase, since this is the plural pronoun. Number marking, by the way, is far from straightforward in Ngarla. That will be a topic for another time. So, Pama-Nyungan, wanja inyo, wanja put, and inyo, past tense. Actually, one of the three past tenses there are in Ngarla, and they imply different time frames. But I'm not going to go into the details of that here and now. Mari ngora, mari paper and locative, and turru marallu, where lu is ergative. So turru, put this speech in the plural on paper, which is to say that turru documented and wrote down this speech being Ngarla. Now, one thing with marra that I should mention here too is that it is stem forming. Turru is disyllabic, and since it is disyllabic, it ought to take the ngo ergative allomorph, but it doesn't. So what happens here is that you add marra, and with marra you get another couple of syllables, and so instead of ngo, it takes the lu ergative allomorph, which is used with nouns that end in a vowel and that consist of 3 or more syllables. Yes, toponyms and proper nouns. That's all for today. I will see you later.